Whiskey Bar and Grill in Rocky River. Enjoy over 300 whiskeys and craft cocktails paired with made-from-scratch menu items. I'm going to tell you right now, when they say 300 whiskeys, they're 300 whiskeys, and it's the right ones. This is one of the best,
and you're an authority.
Spreads
this
in
isn't
town.
Just,
I'm an authority
this isn't
on
just
this.
A person.
This is my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
No. This is my wheelhouse, and you will not be disappointed. Catch the game of the week at Char Bar. Enjoy date night with a craft cocktail or a glass of wine and a nice steak. Dine in or carry out for brunch, lunch, or dinner. Char is hiring multiple positions, including kitchen manager, prep, and line cook. Stop into Char in Rocky River to apply there. Support local. Visit Char Whiskey Bar and Grill in Rocky River or at char-rockyriver.com for more details on that. Time now for a little over-under. Hello, Gibby.
Oh, the chesty
Greetings,
one.
Gentlemen.
Chesty Gibby.
Hello.
One more week.
Wow.
Can you hold on?
One more week.
Let me
2-game
Let
lead.
me ask you this. Gibby, have you ever beaten Zegura at anything?
No, because Zegura and I have been winning tandems together.
True. Facts.
Oh, tandems.
Oh,
Yeah.
Winning tandems.
We're
So
tough
this is
on
the
the
first time the
tables.
superpowers have split.
I believe I've closed out a few games of pool.
That's right. We've been a good pool team together at the
We
Wilhelm
played a
Estate.
little beer pong together.
Yeah. Beer pong, maybe one time we were adversaries when I brought the good doctor.
That was at the
Dr.
end of the
Aziz
night
in.
when we played Battleship.
Oh,
with
my God.
Shots.
With
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Bobby Card Jr. and Rare Ford.
Oh,
Oh, fellow Hudsonite. God bless him.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Robert since then.
I don't know. We have. He's not the same as he was before. He's changed.
He certainly. Yeah. So, by the way, you being excellent at bar games is the least surprise. I bet you dominate at darts.
I bet
pool,
you're a great dart player.
I love darts.
All of that.
Yep.
Of course you do. Yep. Of course
I
you do.
grew up getting my
you know
what handed to me by my father and my uncles in darts. So that only made
Yeah.
me better. Bocce.
Bocce.
Bet you're deft. A
I
deft
was
touch
part
with a
of
bocce ball.
I was part of a celebrity bocce tournament. It was a media tournament out in Willoughby. They had
Yes.
a national bocce championship.
Sure.
We won the media division. And then they go, "Hey, we want you guys to play like the Cleveland National Qualifiers." And we smoked them, and I never got invited
Come
back.
on.
Nope. I got the and I
Come
took the
on.
trophy home, and I did not return it.
That's
Yes.
outrageous.
That is
Hey,
fantastic.
maybe I should have been the qualifier.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have. What about shuffleboard? That too? Do you have that in your wheelhouse too? You good at shuffleboard?
Are you talking like the little discs at
Yeah,
the
the
bar?
discs.
Oh, I'm good.
I
I have a
like-
couple buddies that are a little bit better, but I do love the shuffleboard. Paul and
I love a shuffleboard.
ran roughshot on a shuffleboard combine week in Indy one year, and Mike Tomlin watched us from across the thing, and I kept looking over. I was like, "Come on, come
You
on,
want some?
Come
You,
on.
want- you might beat my football team, but I'm going to mop the floor with you."
You know
on
he
this."
doesn't tolerate any weak stuff. So
No, he does not.
I don't know if he wanted to mess. I don't know if he wanted to mess with you right
did
there,
not.
Gibby. I like the shuffleboard. I call it the beach shuffleboard. That's not on the little table. The one where you've got like your
the discs.
yeah, with the discs, and you got your kind of like your big stick.
You
there
just
with
don't
the-
see that often around here.
So I went on a spring break to the Bahamas in college, and the resort we had it, and like we had a big group, and there were like maybe 3 courts that were next to each other, and we would just bracket it up, and we would just have these epic tournaments. That's a good game.
That's fun.
It is
Yeah.
an excellent game.
Del Boca Vista, where I'm going next weekend.
Del Buca Boca.
Yes.
That they have it.
Oh,
And I'll be
gosh.
taking on some people.
I bet you will.
I love that.
I bet you will. I bet
Well-
No
you
one
may be
talks
great at.
trash to the elderly better than me.
You'd be great at curling. I could see you be that like really like swiping the ice down right.
That
in front of-
guy?
Yeah, I feel like he'd be great with that
The
little
problem
broom.
is I am not good on my feet on the ice.
Yeah, me neither.
It ends poorly.
You would think
Curling-
growing up in
curling's
Montana, I would be great on skates.
My
but
father
not.
was on the
It's tough. Yeah,
the,
you think he
club
would
team
be
at
natural.
Bowling Green curling.
Was he really?
Oh,
What a
curling,
great
yeah.
job.
Who would have known?
I did it once for a story. It was really hard. I
It's-
couldn't believe how hard it was to control that stone.
Yeah.
Like you really had to ride it, and because that thing would get loose in a hurry. Yeah.
They
All
make
right,
it look
here we
easy
go.
in the
Look,
Olympics.
First and foremost,
They do.
After all, they are the
there's
best
no
in the world.
chestiness because we're not at the end point yet. I
We're
know
not at the
y'all were
finish
wanting
line
it.
You're saving it.
Understand.
Save
that
it for the
when
victory
it
lap.
goes down, if it goes down, you will know that I have won.
You'll know.
Feel like honestly,
You won't have to ask.
right
'cause you'll
now.
know.
You know what I feel like? Right, I feel like I'm in a bad position. I feel like I'm in a
You are.
tough spot. This year has been disappointing. This year has been frustrating. And the people want but one thing. And what they want is Cheste Gibbe. And the only person on the planet right now that stands in the way of them getting Cheste Gibbe and giving the people what they want is me.
Ooh, that's true. What is this
Is that like
now?
a little
It's an
wrestling
interesting
promo?
tone.
You
Good
gonna put
God
on-
I don't
almighty,
know
what's
if
the
you
Put
girl
on your little
doing?
cape and come back in
That's
here
right,
and
yeah.
talk a little trash?
That's right.
Because you're down 2 right now, Smalls.
Oh, but I have 5 opportunities.
I could totally just screw the pooch here. Go 1-4, and you go 4-1.
It's just a matter about
win.
you need to go 1-3.
Not really.
You need to go 1-3 on the 3. That's all you need to
Maybe
do.
I'm going to go that direction, but maybe I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah, you
And
should go with what you
We'll
You've
believe.
been
roll the dice.
lawless. You've been lawless all year.
He's trying to
Nothing,
win by
the
7,
way.
folks. He's trying to go 5-0 on me while I go 0-5 this week. Maybe it's going to be all opposites.
I'll tell you
Bad
this:
weather.
nothing puts this season that fits this season more than the final week of over/unders, where Gibbe went 3-2, while saying we were going to smoke the Steelers,
Yes.
and yet the picks that he made were the opposite
Opposite.
of us.
It's like your little Thursday night score reversals.
Do the opposite.
Oh boy.
Do the
that's right.
opposite.
How dare you? How dare you question the sanctity of the scores? So
That was-
Gibbe was
I only question the Thursday nights. I don't question the
But
others.
if it's known that it is the
It's
opposite,
known.
it's actually
I mean, we
not
make
the
it
opposite.
very
It's
obvious.
we're telling you what
It's
we're
the
doing.
same.
We just
Yeah.
have to verbalize
I
the
am
opposite.
not buying what you are selling.
That's on you. That's on you.
Gibbe last week 3-2 for a record of 35-35, even Steven on the over/unders on the season. Zegura,
35.
a 1-4.
Danny Ferry. Come on.
Oh, sure.
I was all in. I bleed orange and brown, unlike Gibbe who bleeds, black and gold over there. That's what I don't
Zegura,
understand. You write
1-4,
pukers, you write
and
all these
33
horrible
and
things.
37.
Every time you say Pittsburgh, you say out loud they're going to win, but then every pick you made was indicative of a Steelers victory.
All the while saying we're going to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go with the gut. I don't look at numbers.
So-
I don't
But
look
the
at
gut,
stats.
but the number, I'm not saying that.
No, but that's Gibbe.
But the
That's
narrative has
Gibbe.
to add up.
That's why
I
he's
have literally
won.
just
No,
gone
it doesn't.
off the top of my head, and I'm
He
winning by 2.
doesn't. He doesn't. He does not have to. That's the beauty of Gibbe.
That's right. I'm looking
Is
for
it doesn't add up.
rationality in an irrational
There is
world. Right.
No,
No,
not an irrational
exactly.
world, an irrational human.
Give it.
Like,
The
let's
man
be
doesn't
blunt.
consider. No. All right.
Roethlisberger's going
number
to go
one.
nuts. Najee Harris is going to go nuts. Chubb and Hunter are going to get shut down. But the Browns are going to kill them and have a dominant defensive performance. Those were all the
Yeah.
things that happened in these
That all
over-unders.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, that all happened.
that's right.
All right, let's do it this week. So Gibbe 35-35, Zegura 33-37, with 1 week to play. This is obviously a unique over/under because I have no idea who's playing. I have no idea who's playing for us. I have no idea who's playing for them. So we really can't use specifics. We can't because we have no idea. So this is going to be mostly team stuff because
Okay.
we don't know. So we can't do Chubb Hunt because I don't know if they're going to play.
Right.
Or if they're going to play much at all. So you can't do that. I can't put a number on it. So we're going to go team. All right, number one. And Gibbe won, so he goes first. Rushing yards. Team rushing yards for your Cleveland Browns. The number is 128.5. Team rushing yards. Gibbe?
Under.
Okay. Zegura?
And you don't want
have to.
You have to go a direction you don't want to go in.
Same.
Oh!
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. The margin has just shrunk for Zegura in order to pass Gibbe. Next.
Over or under?
Passing yards for your Cleveland Browns. Zegura. 208.5.
Over.
Gibbe?
I have the number 222 in my head, so yeah, I'll go over.
He doesn't go with numbers, so he just told us this whole thing. I don't have numbers, and now he's got numbers.
Yeah, but I don't go off the
Over
stats.
or under?
You're like, if this happens on this day and the sun is at this angle, we can go this direction.
Well, it's interesting that you brought up the sun.
It's not going to come out till March.
Precise temperature at kick. Gibbe. Over under 35.5.
I've looked at the forecast. I know the temps are falling throughout the day. I'm going to say over, but just by a little bit.
36 would do it. 36 would do it.
I don't know how. Well, I don't even know. I'm gonna.
I've got people.
Okay.
I've got meteorologists.
All right.
We're going to be fine. Yeah, we got fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to get the precise temperature.
Under.
You have to.
Were you looking at dark skies?
I thought he was going to say it
Because Jim Cantori's taking me to a championship.
I thought he was going to say it like in the. I thought it was going to be, what's the temperature?
We have to have specific numbers. I can't do in the middle of the fourth quarter because how am I going to track that time down? So we have to have a top of the hour. So we're going to go at 1 o'clock at kick, 35.5. So Gibby was over. Zegura was under. Next.
I think Zegura's
Over
gonna change it.
or under.
He can't. He's got to win. It's his only chance. Sacks, interceptions, fumbles. This one we can do. And no, Gibby, I don't think you've got this right all year. Despite winning,
Nope.
I'm not sure that there's been one time this week where you've got this one right all year. The number, Zegura, 4.1.
Under.
Gibby?
The man doesn't believe in our football team. Over.
Oh, my gosh.
I hope the weather's
Oh.
putrid.
All right, hold on. Go back to my first one.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, it has to be known that right now Jason Gibbs has opened the door for a Nathan Zegura victory by going the opposite.
I tried to slam it on the first one. I said same to eliminate that possibility, and Gibbs has now opened it back up. So if that's the way that he's going to play it,
With Zegura,
and I respect it.
and a victor for Gibbs. And now that is in question as we go into the final over-under.
hold on. I went same on the first one, Gibby. So now
Just explain that to the audience.
I'm not. I know you did, and the whisper is great. So it was secret. The Gibby didn't hear it. So now
I really didn't. I cannot understand what's coming through the speaker when you do
So
that.
on the
No idea
so
what
go
you
back to the first one. Go back to the first
Yeah.
one, and now we're going. I'm going over.
Now you're over on the rushing yards.
Yep.
Final answer.
But I
Final
believe
answer?
the temperature looks like it's going to be 38 degrees at kick. So like,
Final
how can I take the
answer.
under? Final answer on the
Final
first
answer.
one. Over.
Okay, so leave it. That's it. You
Welcome
can't change
back
the
to the
temp.
bandwagon.
I can't.
This is Cleveland. The temperature changes a lot. Next.
Hold on. Are we
Over
factoring wind
or
chill
under.
No.
No, air temp.
on the field?
Actual over under.
On the
Actual,
field.
I've got meteorologists. I'll handle it. Actual over under. Give it. 51.5. Seems high to me. High.
Under.
Well, now that he's ruined our plan. Over.
Were you trying to get me to win?
All the world needs right now is Chesty Gibby. That's all we want.
Look,
That's
here's
all
the
any-
deal.
Hold on a second. The over-under is 38. Where'd you get 51.5 from?
That's what I saw. Did it change to 38?
It's 38.
It seemed high to me.
It felt
seemed
real high.
aggressive. All right, so what is it? 38?
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute.
just
Hold
I
on.
did it
I'm
right
looking.
before the show and it was 51. Something had to not been updated.
On where was it 51?
I wanted to say it was like a FanDuel-esque thing, but maybe it hadn't been updated. It might have been from like 11 hours ago.
But why would it have changed? Like, we've known Burrow was
The
out.
over-under is 38.
Yeah.
All right, so 38 it is.
51.5.
I
I was
like,
hosed.
wow.
I was hosed. There was no way. Come on, man.
All right, so 38.5. 38.5.
All right, so Gibby, now it's back to you.
A
You
rare
can read-
mistake for me in the over-under.
You can just by 2 tutties.
Over.
2 tutties. Over for Gibby now.
What?
What?
You
What?
can still stay.
I'm gonna say under obs, but come on. You know what?
Well, you had 3 different anyway.
No, now we
They
have
have
4
4
different.
Yeah, but you had 3, so we have real suspense now building.
Hey, I'm not playing
into the program.
conservative. It's all or nothing here.
You shocked the world
It is.
right there when you went off. I went off script to shock the world first, and then you were like,
It's like when I took a quarterback third in our fantasy playoff challenge.
OBM, Ohio Business Machine Preferred Copper, provider your Cleveland Browns and the X's and O's for your office. Call 216-485-2000 or visit ohiobusinessmachines.com. Your keys to victory coming up next. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Browns fans get into First Energy Stadium quicker on game day with Express Access. Enroll for free today to enter through the exclusive lanes at each entrance. Plus, use Express Access for a chance to win a signed Myles Garrett jersey and other prizes at the end of the season. Click on the Tickets tab in the Browns mobile app to learn more. Time now for your keys to a Browns victory, presented by CDW. CDW, preferred technology partner of your Cleveland Browns. CDW, people who get it. Dr. Z.
This isn't your typical game, so we don't even really know who's playing for us. We don't know who's playing for them. No. You can't get into the matchups, the numbers. You got to throw that all out the window. So here are my keys for the Browns. Number 1, pay homage to the great Deke. We just had him on the program. It was a heck of a time. This is his final game. I want this team to turn in a performance in his final game. I'd like to send him out with a win. So pay homage to Deke with a performance befitting of the original number 73. Number 2, Make a name for yourself. The guys out there that are young, that want to be a part of this organization for a long time. A.J. Green, Jordan Elliott, Tommy Togiai, Ifedi Odenigbo, just some of the names on the defensive side. You know, you talk about Demetric Felton, Schwartz. I think this could be a showcase game for Anthony Schwartz, Harrison Bryant, James Hudson. Take advantage of these opportunities. Ball out. Show what you can be as this team continues to evolve towards 2022. And for veterans, Malcolm Smith, Case Keenum, you know, guys that are trying to say, yeah, I want to still be a part of what we're building here, or a guy like Case's chance, I'm sure he wants to go somewhere where he compete for a starting job again. Put that out on tape. You know, for the Chief, remind us one more time why you need to be a Cleveland Brown. I certainly want him to be a Cleveland Brown. Same with MJ Stewart. Jadeveon Clowney. This could be, you know, we know how great he's been. I think everybody consider in terms of pending free agents, he's right at the top of the list.
Yep.
So that's part of it. And then, you know, number 3, it's just, you know, do it for each other. Just play for your brotherhood. Go out there, turn in a great performance in front of great fans who are going to be out there in not the nicest conditions, it sounds like, most likely. And see what happens there and see what you're able to do. And so this game isn't about what you need to do from a strategy standpoint. I would say execute. Yeah. Go have fun. If you have an opportunity to get down there, I'd even like to see Kevin Stefanski pull out some fun, you know, trickeration if there's
would
moments
be cool,
for it.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. Just empty the kitchen sink, have a little bit of fun. Because you can also give people something to think about. You put something out on tape that, you know, is a little bit out there. It's just, again, something somebody's going to have to think about when they get ready to game plan for you next year. So just go have fun, enjoy it, and bring home a win.
I like that last one. I think that's important because we're going to do the scores here in a second, and there are some crazy games in terms of bad, right? With nobody with anything to play for. So the idea here is to entertain, and we have the best fans in all of the NFL. And if you can throw some fun stuff at them with some reverse passes and onside kicks and those type of things, then by God, do it. I don't see any harm in it. I really like what you did there with one of your things, my friend. We will do the scores coming up next. It's a big segment of them. You listen to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland. Running back getting extra yards is great, but ball security is always the first priority. For gamblers, keeping priorities straight is also important. Make sure all your bills are paid before you spend money on fun stuff like gambling. Get more tips like this at keepitfunohio.com. And now for the 18th time this season, a little segment we like to call Pay Attention to the Scores.
Or we like to call it Grow Your Nest Egg. I mean, let's be honest.
Get rich, kids.
Let's be honest. Last week, 11-5 for your buddy here, 9-7. Beau on the season. Beau, 36 games over 500. That's picking every game. 34 for me.
With
70
the scores.
combined with the scores.
With the
Fourth straight
scores.
winning season in the books. We could go 0-16 this week. Doesn't matter. We've won.
Well,
You
we got
safe,
playoff
pal.
scores.
Even add
Well,
up
yeah,
all
sure,
those
but-
games. It is an add up to 30 whatever. 6.
Yeah. And we'll crush the playoffs. We
We
crush
always
the
do.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Not
We're
surprised.
maestros. We
That's
show up in the big moments. Get it.
Well, maybe you do. We'll find out on Sunday on over-unders.
By the way, it turns out I've got a meteorologist who has just texted me and assured me that I'm winning that one. So now, Gibbe, you've got to go 2 for 3.
The funny thing about that is we're not going off of your meteorologist.
My meteorologist is
Yeah.
what we're going off of. And the other problem with this is, and I know that you guys don't have the experience down on the lakefront of Cleveland like I do, down by the stadium. I've been there a lot, and the weather can literally change morning of. So looking this far out does us no good.
Let me tell you something. It's always
really
colder
gonna
than
be
you think.
in that moment.
I've never gone down there and been like, whoa, it's a lot warmer than I thought. It's always like, oh, it said it was
But-
going to be 45. Then you get there, and then you got the freezins.
Really critical that you remember. And again, this just goes from my experience standing down there in winter, right, with just a jacket on, like I've done many, many times, literally thousands of times. It's not how it feels, it's the actual. We're not doing wind chill here. We're doing
Correct.
air temp.
And I'd like this temperature to be taken on the home sideline as opposed to the visitor
You
sideline.
get nothing like it, Spalding.
Because, by the way,
The home
the difference
sideline.
between the home sideline and the visitor sideline could be 10 degrees.
It can.
Why don't we flip it?
Well,
It doesn't
we're
affect the
actually on
players.
the right side.
Let me tell you
We're on the
something.
side that's protected.
We're on the right side. It's warmer
Yeah.
on our side.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. No. The wind comes out of the north. We are blocked. The sideline is blocked.
So you're saying all of a sudden it's blocked at our side and then magically hops over and gets into their sideline? You know, we're inside of a giant concrete circle that blocks that wind. What makes it colder is that the way the sun is on
sun
that
doesn't come out
side
in January.
a whole lot more than it is on the home
Right.
side. It disappears from the home side very, very quickly.
Bo, this will become a mild annoyance on Sunday at about 12:55.
Mild. Are you sure
Oh,
that I haven't given you more than a mild amount?
Anybody-
I
I'm
think
not, even
I've done
going
better
to
than that.
I'm not even going to hook up the talkback until 1:02 after we've already kicked.
Anybody who's in attendance at this game, when you see me moonwalking down the Browns sideline right as the ball's kicked off, you'll know what the temp is.
Except it's Bo's people. It's not
My
ours.
guy, my meteorologist. Yeah, because I've got people.
People are asking, what's more impressive of a humble brag, living at Pebble Beach or I've got a meteorologist? I think
go
Pebble Beach, but it's
meteorologist.
close.
It's Pebble. By the way, did you see Pebble Beach is out this week? Nance is out.
Why?
Safety protocols. Nance is out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Get
Health
well
and safety
soon.
Protocols. Yeah.
Who's
Jim
doing the
Nance
game with
missing the
Romo?
It was a name I didn't know. I'm guessing it must. I wonder if it's a local guy. It's somebody who's not in the didn't. It wasn't a name I knew. I'm sure Gibby knows it. You probably know it, but I didn't know it from the CBS rotation. It's the New England game. New England Miami is the game they're doing.
Gibbe. Look at serious Gibbe scouring
I
the
think
internet.
he would. These are. He knows this
Yeah,
world.
he's a huge P. Of course he does.
Right.
Probably got the guy on speed dial.
Jim Nance out. Oh, Tom McCarthy's doing the game with Romo.
You mean the guy who did our preseason games?
Yeah, that guy.
Come on, Bo.
I just listened to the radio.
Tom McCarthy.
I was on TV in
Tony
the
Romo,
preseason.
Tracy
Me, the
Walker.
Hoff, and Tom McCarthy. That's
There you
awesome.
I was so focused on you and the Hawk.
Well, we
And then when
appreciate-
Hawk was in, that was another level anytime that happened.
we appreciate your focus.
Yeah. Can't miss.
God, you're a treasure.
Rumpke Waste.
Family owned and operated.
Go ahead.
Let's get down to the scores before we really get ourselves in trouble.
Let's go.
Saturday, we have a doubleheader, kids. 4:30 to kick things off.
That's amazing that it turned out to be Tom. That tickles me.
The look on your face was awesome, by the way. The Kansas City
Great guy.
Chiefs traveling to Denver, Mile High, the highest altitude. Broncos, Chiefs. Chiefs a lot to play for, Nathan Zegura. What say you?
Yeah, I think that maybe they confront a 3rd and 27 again. They play a different coverage. They go on, ram it. Chiefs 99,000. Drew Lock 98,000.
No.
901.
Oh my God! Look, this would be my message to the people out there: stay away from all of this, except for the instances where we can measure give a damn level and stakes. This game is on Saturday before Kansas City knows what's going to happen in the rest of the AFC, so they've got a lot to play for by the time this thing kicks off. Kansas City, $1 billion. Denver, 0.
That's same. That's
Same.
what I said. I had it winning by 100.
Same.
You had $1 billion. I mean, that seems insulting.
billion.
They are a professional football team.
$1 billion.
It's debatable. Up next, the Saturday night game. The love of the Dallas Cowboys continues. Which Dallas team will show up? No one knows. Cowboys traveling to the Eagles. Both teams have already clinched the playoff spot. Dallas has already clinched their division, but still some things to play for, namely that number 2 seed. Bishop, what say you?
I like Philly. Weird trending right now with the Cowboys. We don't know if Parsons is going to play. Not sure on that front. Oh, my God. Look at those Blackbirds. Look at this.
Wow.
Dude, those are
Wow.
the Crows. You
The
better watch
Crows.
out. The White Walkers are coming. The snow fell. Crows
Winter
are
is
flying.
coming, kids.
Winter is
Philly.
here.
Philly, 31. Cowboys, 28. Outright.
Surprisingly,
That's a lot of Crows.
same but different. Cowboys 27, Philly 24.
To Sunday we go, 1 o'clock. 2 coaches that might be coaching their last games with their respective teams. Matt Nagy and the Bears without Justin Fields visiting Zimmer and company in Minnesota.
No Akeem Hicks for the Bears. Vikings 33, Bears 6.
Simon sticks Matt Nagy with the bill at the end of the day.
No
Bishop.
doubt.
There's no question he leaves him with the bill. He just walks out. Oh, yeah, you're safe, pal. Nothing to worry about.
We were at
look.
Valet, folks, and they dragged us back
was
into the
already in the
restaurant.
car.
Gibbe and
You
Simone
had
had already
left.
driven away. You're
With
joking.
Simon.
They're
They
joking.
were gone.
Not a great market.
Good grief. Not a
a
great
great
moment for the
marketing
Simone. The Galan tanked
Tanks.
at that point.
It was like it
Um,
crashed like crypto.
Yeah, I think Minnesota loves them to Mike Zimmer. I think it's his last game at Minnesota. Could be major changes in that organization. I like him going out on a high note in that gorgeous stadium, Minnesota. Ram it.
Up next, another battle
What
in
a
the
stadium.
NFC Norris division. The Detroit Lions wrapping up their season. They're 2-13-1, playing host to the Green Bay Packers. 13-3 Packers need a win to keep that number 1 seed, kids. Actually, no, they already
No,
got
I
it.
think
already
they do.
clinched it.
That's,
They don't have to play anything, but Aaron Rodgers wants to play.
This,
Well, I think if we've learned any. Is it me or you?
it's you.
It's
No, this
you.
is me.
I screwed up.
If we've learned anything about Green Bay, is they'll do what Rodgers wants to do. So if he wants to play, then my guess is he plays a little bit at least, and a little bit of him is going to go a long way. I like Green Bay, 21, Detroit 10.
Same. I feel like this line seems too good to be true, but maybe it is. Sight.
Up next, the Indianapolis Colts. When was the last time they won in Jacksonville?
I thought I saw 2013.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Long time. By the way, shame on the Raiders. They've already come out and said we will not participate in a tie scheme with the Chargers, even if the Colts
Sad.
lose. Shame on
Sad.
them. That's not what Al Davis
Sad.
would have wanted. He
That's
would have
not what
loved
anybody
it. The
wants.
Maverick,
The Maverick would have wanted kneel down central.
kneel down left, kneel down right, kneel down up the gut.
Please don't do that. Sunday Night Football. Just watch Al Michaels' head literally explode.
Are you kidding? If
I think Al would love it.
he would love
I think
it.
he'd love it.
Let me tell you
I think
something.
he'd have fun with it.
He would have going into that after those production meetings, like, hey, if there's this and it, $1 billion on the under, and he'd be laughing all game long. Oh, tough to be on the overside, kids. He'd be loving it.
He'd love that, and he'd love being done in like 2 hours and 10
Yep.
minutes.
That
He'd
part
love that
he
too.
would like.
Roll.
He'd be at some great steakhouse
Willie roll. That's right. With all his
Yep.
winnings, it's free for
with
everybody.
all his winnings. Yep, absolutely.
Colts.
Versace,
Yep.
you come.
Colts
Staley, you come.
visiting the
On Uncle Al.
Jaguars. Zegura.
Colts, they win this one because they need to, and they're the better team. Colts, 954. Jags, 940.
Oh my gosh, same but different. 47 carries for Jonathan Taylor. Indy wins 31-0. Jacksonville's gutless. They're done. They're done grinding. They're ground
you feel
out.
for Trevor Lawrence. You feel for
Yeah, you do.
He's wasted a year.
You
of his-
blew it, boy.
He's wasted a year
Yeah,
of his
that guy's
career.
on the COVID.
Guys, remember
They
there's a time when
wasted a year of the
Urban Meyer
guy's
was
career.
the coach of that team.
That's right. Jeez. They better get that right. They're going to blow it with that kid.
Apparently, there's some rumblings now about the Raiders that their new head coach is going to be announced soon and that it's big.
They've already done that. Like, there's a lot of rumors around Jim Harbaugh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think I could totally see him going out, beating Ohio State, got check,
Oh,
and I'm out.
no question.
I don't want to run this back. I can't compete.
He tried
recruiting-wise.
last year.
Yeah.
He tried last year. He tried getting out last year. Now he can get out having won a Big Ten, having beaten Ohio State. It's perfect.
Up next, guys, AFC North. The Squealers, hopefully wrapping up their season and hopefully wrapping up Baltimore's season. Tyler Huntley?
Yeah, Lamar's still out,
Good
right?
player.
Going to start this
Yeah,
one.
Huntley's playing, yep.
Yeah, Huntley's starting. Ravens, Ratbirds hosting the Squealers. Bishop, you lead us off.
This is the bowl of hate. I think Pittsburgh wins this outright, 7-6.
Segura.
Hundley. I'm big on Hundley. I enjoy his whole catalog. Hundley and the Ravens send Ben out with a big L. It's sad. You hate to see it. 9-3.
Hate to see it.
Tucker, the hero.
That's just an awful game.
It is.
COVID's wreaked havoc, though, too, on the Squealers. The top receivers out. And a couple
Yeah,
others.
no Deontay, no Joe Hayden.
Yeah.
Sad. His last game with the Steelers won't happen. It was going to be a game against the Browns now.
Eh.
So you took the Squealers there? As Gibbe would refer to them?
Sure.
Sure.
1 o'clock, the Tennessee Titans. A win and the road to the AFC and the Super Bowl goes through Nashville. Tennessee visiting the Houston Texans. Don't go to sleep on the Texans. 4-12. Some draft capital at stake here as well. Segura.
Mills Mania's running wild, brothers.
Really is. People
Down
are
there
excited.
in Houston. They think maybe they found a gem. Tennessee, though, too good, but they're just kind of cruise controlling in here, I think. Make sure they get the number 1 seed. Set it up for Derrick Henry. Is there any talk that we're going to see Derrick Henry on Sunday? Or are we saving him for
I have not seen anything.
the bye,
I haven't
returns to
seen anything
practice?
about it, yeah.
I don't know. Tennessee, they win this one. 75,010 to 75,000.
Oh.
Okay, this one it moved, so I had to make sure which one of the scores that I'm doing. Because
There's
one,
a
you're
10
right
and a
on it.
hook out there, I'm told.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
hooker. The hooker is the one we got to pay attention to. That hook. I like Tennessee 17-3. Don't look at me. You're safe.
My score's
Talking
so
about the
much
hook.
more fun. 75,000. Who doesn't want
I
to
don't
see
like
that?
doing math. I don't like doing math.
75,010 versus 75,000 is fairly simple math, I feel like.
I just like 17-3.
Just like
Up next.
next.
NFC East, 2 teams playing out the string. Washington 6-10. I guess they're going to get a nickname. I think it's awful. I think they should stick with the Washington.
Did you see
football
this?
team.
Did you see this, by the way? How they put out this hype video of
Yep.
what they're going to be.
Yep.
And apparently everybody in the region and fans want Red Wolves. Like, that's what they wanted them to be, is the Red Wolves. Washington Red Wolves. That's what the overwhelming sentiment within the fan base was Washington Red Wolves. You know, from a roll off the tongue, it sounds very similar to the previous nickname. There's a lot you can do with it. They like the idea of Red Wolves, okay? They say, so they put out this hype video, and then there's so much pushback, like, wait a second, Red Wolves, right? That they have to preemptively say, despite all of the popularity of Red Wolves, we aren't going to be the Red Wolves. They're not one of the teams that they're going to be. So it's like Admirals, Armada, Diplomats. There's two other things. There's something else.
Is
I don't know
Red-
what it
Just stick with
Is Red
Washington
Hogs one of
football
them?
team.
No.
What? Oh, I thought they were
Not
going to be the
Red
Red
Hogs.
Hogs.
Yeah. Red Hogs would be all right because, I mean, that would have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But according to, there were 5 that, they didn't officially, but they narrowed it. There were 5, and one of them was specifically they're not going to be the Red Wolves. So it appears that they've blown it, boy. Washington football team, ram it.
Yeah, by the way, they're playing the Giants. Joe Judge, I don't know.
Does-
Some people say he might be safe. I don't know how, but that's
How?
where we are at.
Ram
Segura?
it. Football team, ram it.
Let me tell you something right now. You can't go broke going against the G-men. Ram it. Armada.
4:25, the late day games in Week 18. Carolina visiting Tampa Bay. Buccaneers, I don't really know what's going on. But
Antonio Brown's now saying the whole issue is that he wasn't treated like the #1 receiver and that he's on a prove-it deal,
Oh,
but that
God.
Gronk wasn't on a prove-it deal. And why? What's the difference
You're not
between them?
Gronk.
And you've gotten thrown out of the Raiders because of ill-fitting helmets.
The
and
Raiders,
like
the Steelers.
all of it.
You faked an ID card. Like, have some self-awareness,
None.
coach.
Zero.
Some.
And he thinks he's better than Godwin and Mike Evans.
Oh, the bozo, that guy.
He's going on a rant. Charles Robinson's live tweeting. It's really great.
Bucks by $1 billion. I don't know whose turn it is. Bucks.
Same.
up next, AFC East. The Patriots visiting the Miami Dolphins. 4:25. Supposed to be the CBS A team. Tom McCarthy will be on the call if you missed
Yeah,
it earlier.
I was
intro.
texting him. He's in a production meeting with the great Tom Brady right now. The two Toms.
There you
Breaking
go.
bread,
Hooking up. Greatness.
talking together.
Patriots visiting the Dolphins.
Why is he on? Why you said Tom? Why is he doing a
Well,
production
yeah, why'd
with
you
Tom
say
Brady?
Tom Brady?
He's doing Miami and
Oh, that's what he said
the
to
Patriots.
me. Maybe he's doing. Is he not doing Carolina, Tampa Bay?
I mean, I was in
Would
the
make
booth
sense.
with him, and when I texted him, he had it different. So I'm surprised that that's what he had to say to you. He told me he was in a production meeting with Belichick.
Not me. Maybe he got confused.
Interesting.
Maybe Mac Jones has made that much of an impression. It certainly wasn't Tua Tagovailoa.
All right, we got to go.
Dolphins.
New England 20, Dolphins 17.
Same. How about that? Yes.
Up next, NFC South. This is
Oh,
a
when
big
the
one.
Saints come marching in. Oh, when
Saints.
the Saints come marching in.
Don't you want the
oh,
gutless
they're
Falcons
gonna
here in case
slump
your
the gutless
49ers
Falcons when the Saints come marching in. Next.
Thing.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't go for the Falcons. I know it's been your team
No.
all year.
They've screwed me the last 2 weeks. Terrible.
AFC East, the Bills can close out the AFC East and put themselves not any better, not any worse, really, from a playoff standpoint, other than a home game. Bills hosting the Jets.
Well, they're playing for the AFC East, and that matters a lot to them
Well,
if they can
and
win
you're
it.
playing
And they
basically-
annihilate bad teams.
You're basically playing for a potential home game against
Yeah.
the other AFC East team. the
Right.
following
So it's a big one for them. So Bills, ram it.
They have to win. They don't have to win by a certain amount. If they're up 30 in the second half, they're pulling Josh Allen's out of the game. And then you're going to get a little garbage. Oh, my God, Zach Wilson's music at the back door.
Oh, no.
Jets, 16. Bills, 31.
Next, 425, 49ers, Los Angeles Rams.
Yes.
The Rams with a chance to get that number. Everybody goes to sleep on the number 2 seed. You get 2 home games if you're the number 2 seed.
Listen,
Dad, I really like Trey Lance in the draft, Dad. Do you think he's ready for this big moment?
Nate, right now I'm tending to Sue. She had the COVID. She couldn't smell. Gave her rosemary. Now she can smell. That's got to be an omen. Jimmy G's hands back. He can only throw it 40 yards according to practice reports. But Nate, we all know he can only throw 40 yards anyway. So no big deal there. Guess what? Joe Montana, documentary release, first 2 episodes. They're amazing. Niners, all the momentum in the world. Nerd, ram it, Niners. Okay, Dad.
Rams, ram it.
Woo! 425, Seahawks visiting the Arizona Cardinals. We got like 30
Seahawks had their big moment last week, getting half 100. They pushed the chips in. They're done. Arizona
Rams. 30, Cardinals 30, Seahawks 24.
Sunday night foosball, Los Angeles.
Same but different.
Las Vegas. Chargers, Raiders. Let's go.
The Harbaugh era begins.
Whoa.
Chargers, huge.
Same. So much more to come. You're listening to Cleveland Browns Daily on 850 ESPN Cleveland.
You guys are down.
You won't.
No, you won't.
Browns Bengals Sunday. What do you got, Doctor? We're covering.
I love
Let's handle
Deke.
our business. Go Deke.
That's what I got. Love is what I got.
That's right.
We're winning.
Go Deke. Let's go.
73-0.
Let's have a little fun.
73-0. The perfect score. What if it actually would be 73-0? How great would that be?
I would. That would be unbelievable. Any combination that represents Deke
And 35
in that way
and
would
kick.
be wonderful.
Or under.
Yeah. Or under.
According to my meteorologist.
That's right.
Said it's a lot.
The next
Not
level.
yours.
Said
Not
it's a
yours.
lot.
Mine.
Well, I
The
got
next
two of
level's
them.
coming
Both
up next.
locks.
All the chips are
What-
in. Let's go.
They're
You
all in.
blew it, boy. You had smooth sailing.
Nope. I don't like smooth sailing. Give me the rough seas.
You
Choppy
got 'em.
waters. Make it hard.
Yeah.
Life's so easy. Make it hard, Jimmy. We're back Monday.
Life's so
Cleveland Browns
easy.
Daily. 8:50 ESPN Cleveland.